Hi, I'm Jim Schroeder from the Schroeder Law Group. JerseyShoreLawFirm.com is my website. I want to talk to you briefly about the financial worksheet that you need to fill out if you're doing a short sale or asking for a deed in lieu of foreclosure. Now, banks will sometimes have their own financial worksheet, or sometimes they'll use a standard form that is produced by Fannie and Freddie. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac mortgage, government-backed mortgages. But generally, the kind of information that they're going to be asking for in order to show that you have a valid hardship and that you qualify to do a short sale or a deed in lieu of foreclosure. The information they're going to ask for, of course, is your name and your address for both one or both of the people or more people that are on the mortgage. They're going to ask if you've ever declared bankruptcy. They're going to ask if you live in the house that you're trying to short sell. They're going to ask if you have a realtor that has listed the property. And then they're going to ask you questions about your assets. What money do you have? What other property do you have? They're going to ask about your monthly bills. What's your cable bill? What's your car payment? What's your insurance? How much is your mortgage? How much are other expenses? How much do you have to pay monthly on credit cards, and how much credit card debt do you have? And what they're looking for is to find out whether you have enough money and enough income in your family budget to be able to continue to afford this mortgage or not. And you need to prove to the bank that you don't, showing your cards on the table on how much money you're spending for medical bills and for other issues. Maybe you're trying to catch up after being laid off for a while and you're behind on bills. You show that on the form as well. It's going to ask you if there are other hardships that you've had. Maybe somebody in the family has died, or somebody's been very sick, or you lost your job for a period of time, or you had a better job and now you don't have as good of a job because you were laid off. A lot of different things that they're going to ask in that form. But that financial worksheet is a very important part of qualifying for a hardship, which then is the door that you open to end up doing a deed in lieu or a short sale transaction. So it can be very complicated, and it's also very important that you have good legal advice. This isn't your run-of-the-mill real estate transaction where you use just a realtor. As a matter of fact, you need to use a realtor who knows what they're doing with short sales, and also you need to have an attorney on board. Generally, the attorney fees for a short sale are paid at closing by the bank. So other than your strategy session and that fee of $300, you're not going to be paying for my advice. The bank is going to be paying if we do a short sale. If we do a deed in lieu, which is another option, sometimes the bank will pay and sometimes they don't, but we could discuss that when the time comes. You need good legal representation. I encourage you to call me to schedule a strategy session. We're going to spend an hour together, and I'm going to answer your specific questions and educate you on your circumstances and what your options are. And then when you leave that hour, you're going to have a strategy for how to hit the reset button on your financial life and your real estate life. It's my joy and pleasure to get to help people go from where they are to where they want to be and help them get out from under all of this real estate debt and these things. So I really hope you give me a call and give me a chance to talk to you about what we can do to help you go from where you are to where you want to be.